Welcome to the Dice Tower, a video podcast about board games and the people who play them. This is a special episode of the Dice Tower in which Tom and Melody Vasel talk about their top 100 games. And now, here are your hosts, Tom, Melody, and Holly Vasel.
Welcome to the Dice Tower! Welcome to the Dice Tower. Hi! We're going to talk about more 6 games. And you might want to see them and might buy them. I like this game because you're trying to make the warning bell not fall while you're pulling the eggs out.
I think Melody likes it because her fingers are smaller than mine are. See, Gulu Gulu is a game in which we are looking at this nest here of eggs. And we're a bunch of animals trying to steal eggs from this nest. And you're doing so by following a path. And when you land on a space on that path, it will tell you what egg you have to draw. So for example, here you have to draw a blue egg. So on my turn, I draw a blue egg with one hand, pulling it out of the nest. And as long as this doesn't touch the outside or the table, I'm okay. And so let's say I have to draw another blue egg. Now I'm a little bit more concerned. And it falls. And man, I had the hardest time with these big fat fingers drawing them out. And I think the little kids in our family actually do better than that. So Melody, why don't you pull out a green egg then? It's gonna fall. Oh yeah! Alright, but it's a lot of fun to play. And who can play this game, Melody?
4 and up.
That's the sound that you hear when I play Galaxy Trucker. New to my list last year, it dropped down a bit, but still very high up there. Galaxy Trucker is a game in which each turn you are taking, in a sense, building a puzzle. Building your spaceship, building it as fast as you can from a bunch of squares. You build this spaceship, and then once you're done building it, you fly through this series of obstacles. Everyone flies through the same series of enemy ships shooting at you, asteroids hitting your spaceship, picking up supplies that you want to carry, and you're hoping you built your spaceship with shields and with guns and with enough astronauts and enough space to carry things. And there's so many different things. The expansion adds even more. I don't know how to explain it, but this is a game you want to win, right? But whenever I play, I lose all the time, and I don't care. I think it's hilarious to watch my spaceship go. I'm doing well, and all of a sudden one asteroid takes half my spaceship and completely blows it out of the sky. Tons of fun. It's just an amazing game. It's one that some people are going to hate because they can't stand the fact that they worked so hard on their spaceship and it blew up. I don't care. It's so much fun. I'll play it over and over and over again.
I like this game because you're trying to get more holes than other cows, and if you get more, then you say, "Holy cow!" If you don't, you say,
Yellow walk. What Melody's talking about is everyone gets 2 cow cards. Now let's take a closer look. These are very strange cows. Okay, I actually think they're
Elvis!
There's the Elvis cow. So each player gets 2 cow cards, and they have holes across them, and you are going to be putting those together and seeing how many holes you can see open space from. And then you have to guess, do you have more than the other person? So in this instance, I'm going to shout yellow walk because I think I have less than Melody, even though she just did tell me how many she has. But if I'm wrong, I lose points, but if I'm right, I'll get points. And you count, and points are equal to however many holes you are. And you can decide whether you're just going to use holes on one side or holes on the other side of the cow. But basically, I don't really like the game that much. It's just a bunch of guessing. But kids like it more because of the hilarious pictures of the cows on there. Which cow's your favorite?
The poodle cow.
The poodle cow? Oh, my favorite cow, and I'm positive that Holly would agree with me on this, is the gumball machine.
Can I see?
Alright, this game, now produced as Hollywood Blockbuster, is a game about making movies. This is the 5th year that it's been on my top 100 list, and Reiner Knizia, who is the designer, he is known for his lack of theme in his games, but this is the game that is the exception to the rule, because this game is really about making movies. It's a very good game, has a neat board, and it comes with a whole bunch of old movie stars that most people who are younger than 50 have no idea who they are. So I went to Board Game Geek and printed out little labels, and now instead of having someone whose name I can't pronounce, because it's in German and I don't know who they are, I now have Kevin Spacey and Jessica Simpson, who actually takes away from your movie when she's in it. It's great fun because it's a good game, but sometimes we get caught up in seeing what kind of weird movies we can make. Like Spider-Man, starring Tom Hanks. Bambi, directed by Quentin Tarantino. And the laughs in the game are there, and it's funny, but it's also a really good game. The idea of bidding, whenever you win a bid, the money that you bid is split between everyone else. I love auctions like that. They make no sense in real life, but in a game, it's a lot of fun. So if you can ever get your hands on a copy of this, I would recommend getting the older one like I did and pacing it up like I did, because then it's just an amazingly fun game about making movies. Good mechanics, hilarious theme.
Because you're trying to pick ugly dolls.
Well, they're really not even that ugly. Why are they called ugly?
Because they're alien.
Okay, well, Melody, tell us a little bit about how to play the game. We see that we spread the cards all over the table. Then what do?
We try every person, youngest to oldest or oldest to youngest, you pick a card. Of course, then the next person goes. Then they pick a card. You keep on picking cards until you see 3 of the same card. So I'm going to keep on flipping. Flip, 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 and you have to...
And everybody grabs the cards, and whatever cards you grab, you keep. So I got 1 and Melody got 2. But let's say there's a card in the middle of the table, and we both get it at the same time. Then, what do?
Ugly, ugly,
ugly doll, ugly doll, ugly doll.
Ugly doll.
Aha, I think I got it first. I'm not sure.
No, you said 2 times.
Oh, whatever. Okay, so whoever shouts ugly doll 3 times first gets the card. And that's basically the game. Whoever gets the most cards win. So it's speed memory match. Okay, well, I'm all the way over here behind the camera. How am I supposed to beat you? Alright, so you like this game a lot. We've played this one more than once? More than 10 times?
Yeah.
Battle Line is the little card game that almost did it. The little card game that almost went to the top. I like it quite a bit, but yet, it's just not in the top 10. But still, it's an amazing game because it simply is a deck of cards that, again, Writer Knizia designed. But this one, the theme is not nearly as pervasive as the other one. But still, I like it because I'm a numbers guy. Each turn you're taking a card from your hand and placing it in front of you, in front of one of 9 different areas that you're fighting over. You are trying to have 3 cards that are stronger than your opponent's 3 cards at that spot. 3 of the same number is the best, and then there's 3 of the same color, 3 of the same color in order. There's different varying amounts of which, almost like poker hands, which one's better. But I'm trying to make it so that my 3 cards are better than his, and there's only 1 of every card in the deck, and so you have to try and figure out, can I play a card here, guaranteeing there's nothing he can play for me to win. Because you're trying to win as many of these areas as you can, but if you ever win 3 that are next to each other, then you've won the game. It's very tactical, but it's not really a war game. It's just playing cards well. But there's a bit of logic in it as you prove that you can win a spot because there's nothing your opponent can do. I like it. The tactics cards add a bit of chaos. You can play with or without them. I actually like playing with them because while I like, I don't necessarily like perfection, and this adds just a tinge of randomness to the game. Alright, thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower. We'll see you guys next time with 6 more great games. Until then, I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Melody. And hi.
See you next time.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio, and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.